Well, if you think it's hot now, prepare yourself for a super hot weekend, but be cautious as you crank down that AC. ERCOT is warning power grid conditions will be tight. They say it's because many generation plants are offline for scheduled maintenance. Unlike CPS Energy, ERCOT says it will not ask Texans to conserve energy. The Texas Power Grid expects that maintenance work to be done by May 15th. So until then, you can beat the heat. That's where we bring in the pros. Weather Chief Bill Taylor is in the Weather Center tracking this weekend's heat wave, and Jeremy Baker is out on the northeast side with tips to help you beat the heat. So Jeremy, what's going to keep us cool this weekend?
Well, this place right here is the Great Northwest Branch Library. It's one of the cooling centers the city is opening this weekend. Seniors, though, keep in mind, cooling centers for seniors will be closed this weekend, so you'll have to use these libraries as cooling centers. Also, the county is opening a couple of cooling centers, and they're also going to partner with Meals on Wheels, too.
Meals on Wheels will conduct in-home safety checks with senior residents in the unincorporated areas of Bexar County and the 26 suburban cities.
Also, the county is still under a burn ban. Outdoor burning is not recommended this weekend, and all residents are urged to remain diligent and avoid activities that could spark a fire. Metro Health is reminding everyone to keep heat safety tips at the top of mind. Drink plenty of water. Check on your neighbors, especially if you know they don't have air conditioning. Wear light-layered, light-colored clothing. Use sunscreen and apply frequently. And know the signs of a heat stroke.
Profuse sweating for someone. It could also look of them looking flush in the face or even pale at times, depending on the age of the individual. Because usually if you're a senior, older person may not sweat as much as someone who is younger.
We do have, these are infrared heat guns to where we can just point it at the animal, point it at the ground, get accurate readings as to the weather that your dogs are seeing.
Animal Care Services will have a zero-tolerance policy this weekend and remind owners to make sure fresh water and shelter are always available. A shaded parking spot or cracked window does little to protect animals from heat. Mind pets around water because most are not natural swimmers, and chain tethers are not allowed. To save energy, CPS Energy says set thermostats 2 to 3 degrees higher during the heat of the day, use fans to cool as much as possible, turn off and unplug non-essential lights and appliances, and avoid using large appliances during peak demand hours. Ceiling fans help too.
The reason why is because your skin is actually emitting perspiration on its own, and the ceiling fan, the air from the ceiling fan hitting your skin actually makes you feel cooler.
And if you need a ride to any one of the cooling centers, VIA is offering fare-free rides to the cooling centers and also from the cooling centers as long as they are open through the weekend. Live from the city's northwest side, Jeremy Baker, KENS 5.
All right, thanks, Jeremy. You can see that sunny blue sky out there behind you, but while it may be pretty, this heat wave is already underway. Bill, not only heat, but air quality is a concern.
It really is. You know, once we get into these kind of weather patterns, a lot of times the air quality compromised. Let's begin with these temperatures. They are hot. In fact, we should be at 84. Instead, we're 10 degrees warmer, 94. This heat wave officially underway, 99 at Floresville. Pleasanton hitting triple digits already, and they're only 1 degree away at Pearsall and Cotulla. Now, today is an ozone action day. That means that this atmosphere is cooking up a lot of bad ozone. So what you're looking at right now is a live air quality monitor for the city, and our air quality right now reported as moderate. So it could be worse. We're not in the unhealthy for sensitive groups, but do what you can to reduce emissions, because this moderate reading means that, again, a small number of unusually sensitive people with COPD or asthma are going to have a little bit of labored breathing until about 7 o'clock. You know, those peak demand hours, 2 to about 6 or so, Audrey. Also, on those ceiling fans, you know, during the winter we had them counterclockwise. Make sure they're spinning clockwise when you want some of that nice breeze in the living room.